and right now you're a student, and your teachers ask you question and you answer them. So let's say that tomorrow you have to don the role of a tutor, and you have to give a presentation on a topic to all your students. Okay, what would the topic be?
The topic.
Yeah,
Um, so it can be anything, right?
it could be anything. It doesn't. So can you tell me something about you that is not on the internet? So you have your own YouTube channel. I'm sure you've shared a lot of different aspects of your life, right? Your hobbies, your education, the kind of person you are. But is there anything that you've not shared yet? Your likes, dislikes, anything at all?
Hmm.
Hi, Arundhati. Nice to see you.
Hi, it's great to see you too.
So yeah, how did you spend your weekend? Tell me all about it. Did you have fun?
Yeah, I had a good time this time because I'm at my grandmother's place. And actually, we had our school on Saturday, but I just took a day off. So I spent my whole weekend at my grandmother's place. So I enjoyed it very much.
I can imagine that. So, time spent at our grandparents, it's very memorable, right? They
Yeah.
pamper you so much, and they make sure that you're well fed, that you're having fun. They don't stress you out. So yeah, it's good.
Mm.
So you have school on Saturday. So is it a full day class or half day?
No, it is a full day class, but it is only for the month of April. From
Okay.
for the rest of the months, we don't have school on Saturday.
Okay, but why on April? Is there anything special, any special event or
Yeah,
exam coming up?
because of the summer and because of the heat, we just
Yeah.
have 15 or 18 or 20 days classes for the month of April. So just to
Okay.
compensate and just to complete the syllabus, we do classes on Saturday as well. So we get around 3 to 4 extra days in that way.
Okay, so your classes are in full swing right now.
Yeah.
So, do you get any free time when the schedule is so hectic?
Yeah, I think I have a lot of free time.
Hmm, that's good. And have you read anything interesting lately? Have you read anything interesting or watched anything fun or different on social media?
I have started reading a particular book. It's not a particular book, it is actually a series of books. That is the Secret Seven Books by Enid Blyton.
Hmm. Okay, that's good. So, what is the plot? Like the overall plot, if you could explain it briefly, that would be great.
Okay, so the name of the series is Secret Seven, the Secret Seven Books.
Hmm.
And in this, there are seven children around 10 to 12 years of age, and they go on to solve cases as detectives. Maybe they're solving some mystery or they're helping the police to catch some thieves. So, this
Hmm.
is all what they do, and it is a 15 book series, and I have read around four of them till now.
That's great. So, how much do you rate Enlightened work out of 5?
4.5 out of 5.
Wow, that's quite a high rating. I'm sure you're very impressed.
Yeah.
So if you like books or shows that revolve around mystery and thriller, so I can also recommend to you Nancy Drew. So you could try reading that. So that's a very good series. I think it's also been converted into a show, but I had only read the books when I was your age. So Nancy Drew is something you can pick up later.
Okay. And also, I read one more book that is And Then There Were None. It is by Agatha Christie.
Hmm. That's cool. Even I think that is also a mystery, right?
Yeah, it is about the murder of 10 people on an island.
Oh my goodness. All right. So is it an interesting read? Have you completed it or are you still reading it?
Yeah, I have completed it, but it was quite a complicated story. I mean, you had to use a lot of your brain to understand what was happening and all those mysteries and all those clues that you have to pick up while you're reading.
Yeah. Okay. So it's like a jigsaw puzzle that you have to piece together in your mind.
Yeah.
Okay. So did you enjoy reading that or did you feel
Yeah.
it's too cumbersome?
It was amazing. I enjoyed it.
Cool. Very nice. Good, good. So you are quite an avid reader then.
Yeah.
Okay, very well. So, can you tell me something about you that is not on the internet? So, you have your own YouTube channel. I'm sure you've shared a lot of different aspects of your life, right? Your hobbies, your education, the kind of person you are. But is there anything that you've not shared yet? Your likes, dislikes, anything at all?
I can't remember anything that I haven't shared. I mean, there isn't much going on in my life as I'm just a kid, so there hasn't much happened in my life yet.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I don't really share much about my friends and my schools and everything. That is what I don't share about much.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I think that is one thing.
Okay. So you are also a pianist, right? I think you had shared in one of your sessions that you love playing the piano,
Yeah,
right? So how about drama? Are you also interested in that?
not that much. I'm not really interested that much.
Okay. Because I had seen initially, I think some of your old videos where you are enacting a certain character, and I thought you were really good at it. It was humorous, right? So it was meant to be humorous. So
Like,
I just thought if you are into it still.
not that much. I have lost the interest in it now.
No problem. I think we all grow out of things as we grow older, right?
Yeah.
Very well. And can you talk to me about the best present that you have ever gotten?
The best present.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So when I was in grade third, I
Mhm.
got a book as a present. It
Yeah.
was I can't remember the name of the book, but I remember it was a green colored book. That is all that I remember. But it was my
Mhm.
first book that I ever read,
Okay.
and that was my starting point of reading books because earlier, prior to that, I wasn't reading books at all. I did not like reading books, but after I read that book, it was just I just started enjoying reading books,
Hmm.
and it was great. It was an amazing gift.
Okay. So that kind of started your reading journey.
Yeah,
Oh, it must be really special then. Do you still have it with you or is it lost?
yeah, I have it. I have it.
Okay. Very nice. So when is your birthday?
3rd June.
3rd June. So what are you hoping to receive as a birthday present this year?
I'm not really hoping anything this year because
Mhm.
we have just stopped celebrating birthdays since the COVID, and we don't really share presents that much. I mean, I am expecting like a cake for my birthday. That is all
Okay.
what I'm expecting.
Okay, so you're quite a simple girl, even though you're just a kid right now. Because people your age, like kids your age, I've seen them demand a lot of things, like cute things. I want a pet, I want a mobile phone, I want this, I want that, and here you are saying if there's one cake, it's okay for me. So I think that's really sweet.
Thank you.
Okay. And you live in Bhilai, right?
Yes, in Bhilai.
So what's your favorite part about living in Bhilai?
The greenery here, the trees, they're just so amazing. There are trees planted everywhere. Even on the main road, you'll be able to see trees just hanging over the road, and it looks
Wow.
so pretty. It just looks like it's from a movie scene or something. It's just so amazing and so beautiful.
Okay, the way you're describing it, it's making me wish I was there. Anyway, I'm not, but still. Okay. So, what is your least favorite part about living there? Something that you would like to change, some development you expect.
Some development.
Hmm.
Okay, yeah. So there are no tourist attractions as such here because if I want to go to an amusement park or something, I'll have to travel a bigger distance to go to some other city
Okay.
to go there. Maybe I'd have some amusement parks or some water parks or something here.
Okay, something fun, right? Some
Yeah.
amusement parks. Yeah, yeah, that would be cool. So why don't you start a petition maybe and then they'll listen to you?
Yeah, maybe they would.
Yeah, they would, right? Okay, very well. And what else? What else? Okay. Are you a procrastinator or are you quite on time when it comes to getting things done?
Okay, so I think I am somewhere in the middle of both, but I'm leaning more towards the procrastinator side because if the work isn't important and I don't really have a deadline for it, then I will just procrastinate on it for like weeks and months. But if I have a deadline that next week I'm going to have a test, so I'll have to study for it, then I will study it, but just like 1 or 2 days before the test.
Okay, okay. But do you manage to get everything done in the last minute?
Yeah, surprisingly, I do manage it properly. Wow.
Okay, very good. So I think some people thrive on in under this kind of pressure. You know, some people really thrive under pressure. The more pressure you put on them, the better they perform. So do you consider yourself to be one among them? I think
Maybe,
so.
but sometimes when
Maybe.
the pressure is just out of limit, I
Mhm.
cannot do anything. I just sit there crying or just thinking about myself, about what should I have done earlier, and I wouldn't be in this position if I would have studied earlier.
Yeah.
I'm just weird sometimes.
Yeah, I get you. It's okay. That's fine. As long as you get your things done, I think ultimately that's all that matters. Okay.
Yeah.
And right now you're a student and your teachers ask you question and you answer them. So let's say that tomorrow you have to don the role of a tutor and you have to give a presentation on a topic to all your students. Okay. What would the topic be?
The topic.
Yeah.
Um, so it can be anything, right?
It could be anything. It doesn't have to be anything related to academics. It could be anything related to self development, lifestyle, sports, anything at all.
I'll take up the topic algebra because I'm really good at algebra. So I think that if I'm good at it, then I'll be able to explain it in a better way, and then in that way, my presentation would go on well. So I'll take up
Hmm.
algebra.
Okay, very well. That's nice. So, when the first time algebra was introduced in our syllabus, I was so confused. Math, anyway, was very hard for me as a subject. And then, along with numbers, they also started adding letters, and it would make me wonder how, like, where do letters have their place in math, right? So, it would be
Yeah.
so confusing for me. But I'm so glad that you are not as confused as I was. Okay, good. Right. And if you had to sum up your personality in 3 words, if you had to use 3 adjectives to describe yourself, what would they be?
Boring, lazy,
Mhm.
and humorous.
Boring, lazy, and humorous. Boring and humorous. It's contradicting. So you have to make up your mind. Are you boring or are you humorous? Because you can't be both.
Yeah, but when I'm alone, I'm really boring. But when I'm with my friends, I'm really humorous.
Okay, very nice. So do you pull their leg very often?
Not exactly, but
Mhm.
sometimes my friends pull my leg, and I do
Mhm.
not like it.
Okay, all right. Maybe someday you can give it back to them with your sense of humor in a friendly way, of course.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Okay, and boring. I'm finding it really hard to digest it because you are a person of so many interests, right? So why do you think you're boring?
Okay, so I think that children just go out to play. They get engaged. I mean, they go out to play. They meet with their friends and everything.
Mhm.
But I think that I just sit at home all day and just either study or play the piano, and that's it. And
Mhm.
that's very boring.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. All right. And whenever you are in a tough situation, in whenever you are facing a crisis, right? So do you get overwhelmed very easily, or are you capable of keeping your calm and going through the situation with a calm mind? So how do you work?
I get overwhelmed very easily because when I'm in a situation, in a tough situation, I do not remain calm at all. Either I just start to be very excited or just be very anxious. I'll just start stuttering while speaking, or I'll just make really bad decisions when I'm overwhelmed. So I do get overwhelmed very easily.
Okay. And in times like these, in situations like these, who do you lean on for support?
Hmm. Okay, so it will either be my parents if they're there with me, or my best friend if she's there with me.
Okay, that's really sweet. So you have your girl gang to lean on. That's really nice.
Yeah.
All right. And who do you think is your biggest cheerleader?
My best friend for sure.
Okay. So how does she support you? How does she cheer you on? Would you like to share that?
Sure. So whenever I have done something good, she'll be like so excited, even if it's just the smallest thing, even I have just got a good grades in
Mm-hmm.
a test, she'll be so
Mm-hmm.
excited that wow, you got so nice grades. And
Mm-hmm.
even when I'm sad, or I, let's say that I have a competition coming up and I
Right.
don't want to take part in it because I feel that I won't be good enough for the
Mm-hmm.
competition. So she'll
Yeah.
just cheer me up. She'll be like, "Oh no, you're good enough. You can go for the competition." She's just an amazing friend.
Very nice. It's very rare to find such good friends like that. So, are you also her biggest cheerleader? Do you also constantly encourage her, motivate her when she's having self-doubt?
I think so. I do.
Okay, very nice. And that's great. So, I think you should always keep friends like this very close to you.
Yeah.
Great. So these are all the questions I had for you, Arundhati, and I just went through the session material. It's quite an interesting topic. If you are in an abandoned warehouse, so let me just sum it up. So imagine waking up in a massive warehouse and you find yourself all alone. Okay, there's nobody else, or you think there's no one else. So how would you feel instantly in this situation? You all alone in a big warehouse.
Hmm. Okay, so at first I would be really worried that how did I get here?
Yeah.
Because I would obviously not walk to this place on my own, right?
Right.
So I would be very worried and really
Mhm.
scared that how did I get to this warehouse? And
Right.
then I think I would like to just look around and see what the warehouse looks like, if it's just a room or if it's just a whole very big warehouse with doors connected.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
I'd like to like discover a few places or just wander around that place to see what I can get to just escape from there. Maybe I can find a door or a window to just
Mhm.
go out of that place.
Mm.
And I think that's what I would do at first.
Great. So that's how you would try to find your way out.
Yeah.
Okay. Very nice. Good. So do you think you would be in great panic? I'm sure you would be because I would.
Yeah, I would be in great panic. I would be panicking a lot. And I think that if I don't find anything that I can escape with, I'll definitely start crying.
Yeah, I think that's a natural human reaction.
Yeah.
Probably if you start crying, hopefully someone outside would hear you and they would rescue you. So there's positive to that also.
Yeah.
Very well. Thank you so much for answering all those questions. You were remarkable as always, and I have nothing to critique you on or criticize you on. You deserve all the praise. You are remarkable. Trust me. Great job.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. So, if you have any questions, please feel free to let me know.
Nope, I don't have any questions.
Sure, no problem. So, enjoy the rest of your day with your grandparents. Go out, play, have fun, and I hope to see you next time. Take care. Bye.
Okay, bye bye.